All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Me here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. So, Quiet Riot, the band. No, not the concept, not actually having a quiet riot, although that would be an interesting thing to try to do. Anyway, the band, should they continue on? Should they call it a career? Did the passing of drummer Frankie Banali, who was a pretty decent drummer and an all around great guy, and the driving force behind the group in recent years, with his passing, maybe is it time to hang up those Quiet Riot guitars and just call it a career? They did perform in New Jersey, and I think they sold a few tickets. Obviously, they showed up for the gig because it was one of those distanced concerts where it's me and then there's somebody, what, 3 or 4 seats down, because that's been really effective so far, right? I'm just, all of this stuff when you think it through, and I'm not going to provide any information about medical stuff here. I think I did that in a few videos, and I don't think people took kindly to it. But things are starting to open up a little bit. Like in New Jersey, where this concert was, I don't think they were having any indoor concerts. This took place in Vineland, New Jersey. I think it's Vineland or Vineland. And it was fairly well attended, and fans showed up, and fans took video footage of the performance. And let's be honest, I know it's easy to say these guys are just a cover band or a tribute band at this point. Definitely more on the tribute band side of things. But the wrench that gets thrown into this is that Frankie wanted this to continue. And I think I've reported on that he wanted Quiet Riot to continue without him, because he worked really hard to bring the band back from, the dead and so forth. And he is now not here with us, which kind of stinks, but the band is. And do they sound like Quiet Riot? Kind of. Do they have enough music in their arsenal to pull off? See, I'm looking at a band like, say, the Guess Who. I know they only have one original guy. I think the drummer is the original guy. The thing about the Guess Who is they have this big catalog of music that was on the radio, whereas Quiet Riot has maybe 3 songs, and that's being generous if you include like Mama, We're All Crazy Now, and then obviously Mental Health, and the #1 Billboard single, Come On, Feel the Noise. These guys can wear that like a badge of honor because they are the only metal band to ever do that. So kudos to them at that moment in time. That song influenced the entire decade. It just did. Other bands said, hey, we can do that. We can be on the radio and be a metal band. And bands set up shop based on that. And again, pretty much relegated to rock radio, and getting to the top 10 as a metal band was a big achievement. It did happen, obviously, but #1, not so much. So that #1, does it make it so this band just continues in perpetuity? I don't know. I mean, the weird thing is they're on stage, people are there, and this speaks to the casual fan phenomenon, which we are experiencing, we are living through. The casual fan sees the name on the marquee. They don't know that Kevin Dubrow is no longer alive. They don't know that Frankie Banali just passed away. They want to go see Quiet Riot. And they'll even wear 2 or 3 face coverings in order to go and see this band play a very subdued and distanced concert inside. People will do it. People want to do it because people are tired of not doing anything. So that's one of the reasons this works. And these guys need to earn a living because they're not going to make a lot of money over on Frontiers Music recording new albums. Okay, maybe if they record another album, people might buy it. I don't know, but it certainly won't get any airplay here in the United States. So you're back to touring and, you know, using this name to go out and tour. The question is this a potent enough catalog to sustain a band that's lost pretty much everybody who's ever been in the group? You know, at least they're not in the group or they're no longer living, which again, I just don't know if this should even be happening, but it's happening. And it's just a question, you know, should it continue to happen? It will happen whether we want it to happen or not. In some cases, this can work and does work. In other cases, it's like, it's kind of lame. There are a lot of other things I might want to go see instead of Quiet Riot. Although maybe I would go see Quiet Riot. I don't know. I think I would be bored after the 4 or 5 songs that I know. And I do know some music from, you know, Mental Health because I had the album and I think I destroyed it on cassette a long time ago. But I would be interested in hearing some of those songs. And again, I do like music that's a little off the beaten track as far as the stuff that wasn't on the radio. I can dig that stuff. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's all right. It's just a question I'm throwing out there. People can agree, they can disagree. That's what this is about. This isn't me telling the band they need to quit. You know, if they're not quitting after, you know, losing Frankie, then they're probably never going to quit, you know, and they can interchange folks and get new players if other players decide to leave. And this is something we're all going to experience as the years march on and bands decide, you know, to just give over their name to a group of other people who will perform the music, and whoever is, you know, the owner of the trademark and so forth, they're the ones that are going to be the beneficiaries. At least a portion of that revenue will always go back to the owner of the trademark. So we shall see what happens with Quiet Riot. Again, you know, I'm just going to be honest. It's kind of cool that they're out there playing gigs because people need some hope right now. And it's good to see them on the road performing, even if it's a little sketchy for some people. All right, that's my video. I'm done. See you soon.